From around early to mid 2020 to late 2022, before I discovered Nofap, I was a full-blown addict, doing it around 2 to 4 times a day, just struggling and just praying to God all the time to help me figure out how to end this enslavement to myself. But then everything changed in late November 2022 because I discovered I Am Lucid's Nofap videos alongside self-improvement as a whole at the same time of me going through my spiritual awakening. So as I began to watch Lucid's Nofap videos alongside with me escaping the matrix, if you will, it really opened up my eyes to how bad P actually is and all the damage I've been putting myself through this entire time. So after I got done watching Lucid's videos, I started researching other channels that talk about Nofap as well, like Jordan Green, Ice Cold JT, Hamza, Improvement Pill, etc., to learn more tips on ways to control my urges. So with that being said, I want to share some of the most effective Nofap advices that helped me along my journey. The first tip I have here is lowering your gaze. Now this one I learned from Lucid, and this one helped me out the most because every time I go to the gym, I see half naked people, or I go to the store and I see someone with revealing clothing. It's obviously gonna grab my attention, put thoughts in my head. So what Lucid said is, if you see someone with revealing clothing, you look at them the first time, and that's fine because you could be reading the situation. But the second time you look at them, you're looking at them with a purpose. So what you do is try to look down as you're walking, whatever. Try your best to not look at them. The next tip is don't count the days, make the days count. Now this one I learned from Jordan Green, and what it basically means is stop focusing so much time on counting the days of Nofap. This is the biggest mistake I've made, and probably everyone else made, is that we treat it like a challenge, but really the whole point of Nofap is to turn Nofap into a lifestyle, so you won't have to think about P, obsess over it, like Nofap tips and all that, looking it up. You can just live your life freely as if you never knew what it was. So this is something I've been applying instead of me actually counting the days. I've been focusing on building a better life for myself through making these videos right here, working on my business, just learning more, reading, working, etc. The next one is to cut out the root source of the addiction. Once again, learn this from Lucid. This one is probably the most impactful tip because if you cut out the root source of the addiction, then you'll be free. So what he said to do is to be in solitude and just reflect for hours upon end, just thinking to yourself, what happened in my childhood, this and that, just dissecting it as much as possible to get to the root source of the problem. So maybe you could be using it for a coping mechanism, dealing with stress, using it to fill a void in your life, just whatever it is. The fourth one is only touch your thing down there when it's absolutely necessary. This one I learned from Lucid. I'm a little embarrassed to admit this, but I know I'm not the only one who did this. Is pretend you're watching videos and then you're touching your thing down there for no reason. Use it when you're in the bathroom, whatever, doing your business, or you're in the shower cleaning yourself. Just only do it during those times. The fifth one is remember why you started. Now one of the biggest problems why I would relapse personally is because I didn't really have a why on why I wanted to start Nofap. But then as I began to dig deeper, I realized I want to start it because I want to put an end to this enslavement to myself. I want to live my best life, live freely, be successful, be the best version of myself. For you, it could be you want to be successful as well, have great relationships, romantically and socially. You want to stop thinking about it. You want to just not be an animal that's giving it into your desires 24/7. Or maybe you want to be a millionaire, rich, entrepreneur, a YouTuber. You just want that thing to not hold you back anymore. The sixth and final tip I learned from Jordan Green is that I have free will in this universe to make better decisions, to live a better reality for my future self to live in. So I don't have to give in to my urges. I can choose whether I want to or not. It's not a mandatory thing. Yes, I know the urges can be very strong, but I still have free will to choose not to do it. I can just convert the energy into something more productive and more meaningful. That's gonna do it for the best Nofap advices I've ever heard. Let me guys know the best Nofap advices you ever heard. If you're a man or a woman who's between the ages of 18 and 24 who want to end their pee addiction, click the link in the description to join my school community where we can have like-minded individuals help each other out on how to end this addiction. We'll have live calls. I'll have video courses up there, and also daily check-in text to hold each other accountable. We can go back and forth and discuss the best ways to end the addiction, best Nofap advices, strategies, concepts, frameworks, just everything. So if you want to join the tribe, join my school community down below, and that's gonna do it. Peace.